Hi everyone, my name is Francisco Nojosa, and for today's video we're going to be talking about positive thinking. Some of you might say, I know exactly what positive thinking is. Positive thinking is having happy thoughts and avoiding negative ones. While that is true, it's not all there is to it. Positive thinking is having happy thoughts through a negative situation. And the perfect example of this are optimists. Optimists will always look at the bright side, will always see the positive end of a negative situation. And while it's not easy to get to that state of mentality, um, there are steps you can take to get there. A couple years ago, I was in a pretty bad accident. Um, I was in a vehicle collision. Um, Thankfully, I was okay, just a little bit of whiplash, um, but I got hurt pretty bad emotionally. It was my first car. I was 20 years old, and I was not doing well financially. I unfortunately lost my job because of the accident, and I fell into a little bit of depression. Um, my mom actually pulled me out of that depression, being positive. She was an optimist during that time for me, and she always gave me positive thoughts, and gave me the strength to keep going forward. Um, it was very tough for me, but you can get there. And at this point in my life, I believe I am an optimist. I always see the positive thing, the positive end of everything. And there are steps, like as I mentioned, you can do to get there. But before you even get there, you want to know what's in it for me, right? What's in it for you is personal health benefits. An optimist or a positive thinker is going to live longer than a negative thinker. Um, Positive thinkers have better and longer relationships. Um, they have Positive thinkers have better overall physical health. They live rich, fulfilled lives, and have lower levels of depression and distress. Um, and how can you get to that? The first part of this is evaluating yourself, evaluating where you can change, evaluating what can improve. Um, the second step is checking up on yourself. Checking up on yourself is very important because it's really easy to get a negative thought run across your mind, run across your thoughts, and you always want to like check up on yourself, make sure that you're feeling okay, you're doing okay mentally and physically, and you want to practice self-assurance. Um, I know recently um, social media is big on positive self-image, um, and it's really hard when you're in a negative state of mind. But even when you're in a negative state of mind, positive reassurance to yourself is going to be an immense help. Um, Allow yourself to smile. Sometimes people feel like they didn't deserve to be happy, or because they're going through a negative situation, they shouldn't allow themselves to be happy. But you should allow yourself to be happy. Even through a negative situation, you need that little bit of joy so it does not come crashing down on you. Another thing you can do is surround yourself with positive people. Positive energy does come does is contagious, and surrounding yourself with positive people is going to be an immense help. Once again, um, another thing you can do is begin healthy life choices, um, like working out, um, creating a hobby for yourself. Um, Anything like that is gonna improve your mental state of mind and your physical state of mind. I'm sorry, your physical well-being. Things you should watch out for is amplifying negative thoughts. When you go to Starbucks and you ask for a frap, but they give you a hot cocoa, and all of a sudden everything is gonna go bad. because that one thing is going to go bad. Um, it's just one part of your day, and you should not let that get to you. Another thing to watch out for is associating negative thoughts to yourself or negative events to yourself. This negative event happened to this person, and it's because of me. You shouldn't associate, because you don't know what caused that, you know. And that's one other thing to watch out for. You shouldn't automatically think the worst case scenarios. That's going to take you into a rabbit hole real quick and just surround you with negative thoughts. You always want to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Recently, because of COVID, I had to suspend or postpone, my wedding. Just recently we decided to postpone it, but we kept hopes all throughout the year. We kept making preparations. We kept scheduling things, contacting contractors, because we were hoping for the best. Although we were contacting all these people and getting all these things lined up, we were working with them in case we had to postpone, and it worked. It worked out that we did those preparations ahead of time, because unfortunately we did have to postpone, but we had a plan B, and that helped us a lot. We're still on the positive state of mind. Although we postponed, that just means we have a little bit more time to save up and make it a little bit bigger wedding. And last but not least is believing only two sides of an event, or thinking there's only two sides, either black or white. And it's not always just black and white. There is a broad spectrum of colors. Things are not only one thing or another. There is wiggle room, there is gray area, and there's a whole rainbow out there. So always keep your positive thoughts and reassure yourself that everything's going to be okay. So there is a lot of aspects to positive thinking. It's not just having happy thoughts or avoiding negative ones. And as I mentioned, there are personal health benefits. There is things you can do to get in that state of mind, and things to watch out for. This will conclude my presentation. I hope you guys learned something and have a key takeaway to this. As I mentioned, always have positive thoughts. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. All right, guys, this is going to be it for me today. Thank you, and have yourself a great night.